Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am the OPJellicent, and we are back on Pokemon Showdown today, using this offensive Mega Blastoise team that I crafted up a few days ago. Mega Blastoise is obviously not a mon you see a lot, but it does serve as a really nice offensive check to defensive Landorus-T. And then we just have our own defensive Landorus right here, with this Volt Turn Core going on. And then we have, I believe this is Life Orb offensive Latios, just to provide hazard control, and then Quiver Dance Volcarona can sweep if the teams aren't prepared. So let's go ahead and get a match. I did install this user style right now. You guys can leave in the comments whether or not you like it or not. I personally do, but I'm obviously going to go by what you said. That guy just dipped. Okay, I'm going to find another one. So yeah, like I said, just leave leave whether or not you like the style or not in the comments. Or if you don't care, then that works too. But I personally really like it. But I can lead off very safely here with my Tapu Koko. Let me go ahead and set this all set up. Alternatively, Blastoise can lead really nicely. I don't really see anything that wants to Oko it, but he could lead off with the Zard. Yeah, Zard is definitely a potential lead. I think I'm going to make the Blastoise lead anyway, as he does lead off with the Greninja, so what I'm going to do here is just Mega Evolve and Aura Sphere. Maybe he's going to U-turn out. Not sure what he's going to bring out, maybe his Mew. Just expecting the Aura Sphere. He does bring out the Mew, but we can Dark Pulse this thing now. Not sure what he has for us, but that does look to be more Fizz Def, not Spit F, so we can Dark Pulse, do a ton. As he's going to throw off a Will-O-Wisp, but this gives us the Ice Beam right now. As he is going to switch out into the Tangrowth, so we catch that thing with the Ice Beam. Doesn't do a lot, but this gives us our... He's probably going to throw off a Knockoff right now. Do I want to stay? No, I'm just going to go right out into my Volcarona. Even because if he goes for, that, then we're fine. Not sure whether he has a Scarfer or not, but I'm just going to go right for the Quiver Dance. He does go out into his Garchomp, so I'm going right out into my Landorus right now. It's probably Scarf. He should go for the Earthquake or the Outrage. Okay, that works. This gives me Rocks, and he's going to take a ton of damage now, so... obviously, we are letting our Landorus get weakened for the Zygarde, but I'm not too worried about that. Unless it is Dragon Dance, which would be a little bit weird. But what I'll do here is go out into my... I'm expecting Scarf, so I'm going to go right out into my Magearna. If he does go for the Outrage again, so I think we get this kill right now and get a Soul Heart boost. Actually, no, he can't. He gets to switch out, I forgot. He's going to sack off the Mew, which is fine. And his Tangrowth will be at a not very high amount of health when it comes in. I don't think I can risk this thing setting up in my face. I'm going to go right for that. As if he wants to go for 1,000 arrows and knock me out, it's honestly alright, because this gives me my Latios now, and if he has Scarf, he won't be able to knock me out, so I'm going to go right for the Psychic. As he does bring out the Tangrowth, so Psychic into Draco might knock us out. Actually crit him, so now Psychic into Psychic knocks him out. As what I'll do is go right for the Draco anyway. As we could have clicked Psychic there, but if he wanted to make a weird switch into Greninja, it really wasn't worth it. As he's going to bring out the Greninja now, so assuming he's going to try to get his Battle Bond. We'll go out into our Tapu Koko, we'll outspeed him before the Battle Bond, so he should U-turn out. As he does get off the U-turn, so assuming Garchomp wants to come out, he actually brings out the Zygarde, so it's a 100% Scarf Zygarde. I'm going to Intimidate it with Landorus, just knowing it's Scarf. And he should just click it again, but that's honestly not that big of a deal. He does click it again, so this gives me my Blastoise as an answer now. Blastoise is very healthy. He honestly should switch out into his Greninja. But I'm going to go for the Ice Beam anyway. As if we do get that play right, he does stay in, and we get knock him out with that Ice Beam. So Blastoise already doing a ton of work game 1. And Tapu Koko is looking to sweep right now. The problem is, so is Scarf Chomp. That thing is really threatening. I don't want this thing getting its Battle Bond. If he specs, he can just go for Hydro Pump right now. I'm thinking about going out into my Latios, expecting the Water move. If he goes for the U-turn, that should not... He does a lot, but it didn't knock me out. Goes out into the Scarf Chomp. Zooming Earthquake, and he can't go for Earthquake. He has to go for, I think, a Rock move. I'm just going to click Draco. He can't lock himself into Earthquake, and if he goes for the Dragon-type move, that gives me my Tapu Koko, so don't miss, thank you. That does make it so that my Lati can't... Actually, we just die, but... This gives me my Tapu Koko to just win, I think. It could be Zardax. This... I don't know if this lives the burn or not, but I'm going to go right into my Tapu Koko right now. As we do get that play right, so what I'll do right here is just go right for the Thunderbolt. He doesn't have a switch in, and Zard will take 50% upon switch in, so he can't set up on me, which is the important part. And Flare Blitz should give a ton of recoil to that. If it's Zard Y, then we just win, but if it's Zard X, then that could be a little bit threatening. This has been a really great game, though. Water Shuriken could have come out right now. That should honestly be its play, because he can't switch out. He definitely can't switch out because Charizard is not Mega Evolved. It won't be able to live anything. I don't even think Zardax would take 2 under the electric terrain. But he should just click Water Shuriken if he has it. He's actually Scarf and misses the Gunk Shot, so I feel really bad about that one, and it looks like he forfeited. Had we obviously not hit there, we would have gotten a free switch out into our Volcarona, and Volcarona probably would have been able to Quiver Dance and win the game for us, I think, because we would have been able to take the Gunk Shot. Not sure how much that would have come into play, but obviously big Gunk Shot miss right there, just costing the game entirely. It's unfortunate because I would have loved to see how that played out, but this is going to be another interesting match right now. This time I'm going to try to keep my Landorus healthy, just because Zygarde is a big threat, as we saw. And Volcarona honestly can just win, but I do have to be careful about the Hawlucha, so I'm just going to try to avoid bringing out my Landorus. But Tapu Fini is a great response to my Blastoise, which is a bit unfortunate. But we can just lead off with our Tapu Koko right now. But apparently he decided to have the same idea. As what I'll do is just go right for the Thunderbolt, or Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam is honestly fine. He should Volt Switch out into his Magearna, I think. But if it's a Shift Gear, then it doesn't want to take anything. I'm honestly hoping he goes Zygarde right now. But no, he does bring out the Magearna. As that, not sure what kind of damage that is. I'm just going to try to U-turn out. Scout his set. As he does bring out the this Mon now. So this gives me a Lottie, I think, but I honestly just want to go Blastoise more than Lottie. And just Mega Evolve and go right for the Hydro Pump. He does bring this Mon out, so a Hydro Pump, if it connects, that does a lot of damage. Kind of screaming Choice Scarf. I'm going to go for the Aura Sphere here and just knock him out. So Blastoise getting another kill. Against this thing, I'm going to go out into my own Assault with Magearna. He goes for the HPI, so I'm not switching in Landorus because I have to keep that thing healthy. And what I'll do here is just throw off a Volt Switch. He should honestly switch out. He actually brings out the Zygarde over anything, so interesting play. I'm honestly just not switching in my Landorus right now. I can't let it take the hit. I'm going right back out into Blastoise. As he goes for the Substitute, so I'm really glad I didn't go out into my Landorus right there because I can go throw off the Ice Beam right now. He should just honestly go for, like, we could see Subcoil, I guess. That could be a set. Goes for the 1,000 Arrows. Does a lot, but it's nothing too terrible. So what I'll do here is throw off the Hydro Pump, expecting Tapu Fini, just to get some more damage than I could on that thing, as that does do a decent amount. And what I'll do here is just bring out my my Magearna again. We do have the Volt Switch. Goes for the Taunt, so not sure what he expected. Maybe really not sure what he expected right there, but what I'll do here is I think throw off a Flare Cannon. Flash Cannon is an all-around no drawback play because it hits everything. It will damage the Zygarde if it wants to switch in. Because he actually goes out into the Mawile, so that's perfect because I know for a fact this thing won't be able to knock me out with anything. And I'm not switching in my Landorus because I don't want to get swept by the Hawlucha. I'm going to go right for the Flash Cannon again as he decides to bring out the Zygarde now. That does a good amount. And this honestly just gives me my Lottie as a decent switch in. As he goes for the 1,000 Arrows, that does look to be... He's leftovers, okay, so we do confirm that. I'm just going to go for the Psychic. As he does bring out the Tapu Koko, so I'm glad I clicked Psychic, not the Draco. As Magearna is a response to this Mon. We get that play right. And what I'll do here is just click Flash Cannon. He let his... this thing is definitely getting weakened right now. I'm not switching in my... what's the Mon called? My Landorus, no matter what, because I can't let it get into range of the Hawlucha. Do I want to sack something off here? Do I see this mon even getting to win? I'm going to try it now. He should honestly just go for the 1,000 arrows, and if we can win that speed tie, maybe we'll have something going on. Let's go for the 1,000 arrows. That does a ton, but if we, I'm not sure whether this is a speed tie. We are max speed timid. Wait, no, he's slower. I think he's not base 100. He's base something below that. So I'm just gonna throw off my Shattered Psyche right now. Not sure what he would want to switch in. Let's go for that. That does knock me out, so a little bit unfortunate there. And I think Lottie is in range of that too. Blastoise could come out though, and I know for a fact this will take any one hit. And we can go right for the Hydro Pump. Brings out the Finny again, which is completely alright. As long as we connect and start weakening that thing, that's completely alright play. As what I'm going to do is switch in my Magearna right now. He goes for the Nature's Madness, a smart play on his part, but I'm honestly just thinking about throwing off the Flare Cannon at this point. But no, Flash Cannon is a much better play. That's doing nothing. I don't know why you clicked that. And Zygarde is at how much health? 53, so I'm going to click the Flare Cannon now. As yes, we do catch this, so if we can connect, maybe? Yes, so we do get rid of that thing. Not sure it keeps on popping up at the top of the screen, but it's going away quickly, so that's great. So we do get rid of the Zygarde with the Flare Cannon. He could bring out his... brings out this mon, so... this is a threat. This is a big threat. I don't even know if he knocks me out with anything, and if we can Flash Cannon, then that would be great. Him letting this thing get weakened was a really big mistake on his part, because now, if it's Life Orb, it'll just go down. He does show the Volt Switch and crits me. That probably might have mattered. Not quite sure, but I do have to preserve my Landorus' health a lot right now. Alternatively, if we can win a speed tie with our own Tapu Koko, then that can win. Landorus is my play here. I preserve this thing's health all along just for this mon. As what we can do is just go for the Hidden Power. He's going to try to Swords Dance up and weaken me, but this should do a good amount, and if he attacks me, it will put him into range of another Rocky Helmet hit. I'm pretty sure even if he Swords Dances up to +3, he won't be able to OHKO me, and then that'll get me another HP Ice, and just... I don't think this thing 1v1 me, is what I'm trying to say here. If it does 1v1 me, then we just lose, but I really don't think it does. If this thing 1v1's a defensive Landorus-T, that's a little bit questionable, but... obviously, Stone Edge is not... Hidden Power Ice is the better option against this thing instead of Stone Edge, because it does get the defense boost, and it's obviously neutral, unlike Hidden Power Ice, which is super effective because of its fighting typing, and, well, not... You get what I'm trying to say, but that actually does a lot, so the game's going to come down to whether or not we can live this hit here. I'm going to U-turn out. He should attack me now, and U-turn will knock him out after the... we should live, yeah, we do. So we get that right. As I have to go out into Tapu Koko, I think. And I think this game is just going to come down to a Tapu Koko speed tie. If I were him, I would just go ahead and risk it right now. We are max speed timid, I believe. Yeah, we are. So if he's not max speed timid, I think we win. We definitely don't fall to Sucker Punch. But we both played this pretty well. I'd say I did a great job at preserving my Landorus, but if this is a speed tie right now with our... Yeah, he's going to go out and risk it too, so this is what the game comes down to, who outspeeds right here. Unless he actually outspeeds, so... potential Scarf. I'm assuming that's Scarf, so I'm just going to go right out into my Blastoise, but at this point he just sweeps with... actually, I don't know if he can sweep me right now. But the fact that we lost that is really bad, and if we can just... if we live a Thunderbolt somehow, that would be great, but... I think I have to play off of like a Choke or something. I'm going to go for Hydro Pump just because it'll do the most damage to the Tapu Fini. But the fact that we lost... It's probably Scarf, because just judging from the fact that we didn't see an item. I doubt it's the Magnet set that we saw. Did you see it switch up moves ever? We might have seen it switch up moves. He does bring out the Tapu Fini, so... can we 2-hit KO? We can't 2-hit KO, but... If I don't want to get swept by Dazzling Gleam, I have to preserve this thing's health, so I'm going to go out into my Landorus right now. And just bank on Blastoise winning me the game, I guess. He does go for the Surf, so Lottie has to be my player right now. So we got into Lottie. We go for the Psychic. It should knock out this. And if it doesn't, then that's GG anyway, but really good play with this Tapu Koko right there. I'm glad he risked it right away instead of like preserving and all that, because it pretty much came down to the Tapu Koko sets at the end right here. But Psychic should knock out Tapu Fini, I believe, even if it's Spidef. He can't status me. He could throw off a Moonblast, but we saw Surf Nature's Madness, so he might not even have Moonblast, to be honest. What percentage is Mawile at? We hit it with the Flash Cannon. Psychic might knock that thing out with the Life Orb. And if it doesn't, then that would be pretty bad. We would have to pivot out into our... No, we would have to sack and just go Blastoise and hope that... I think we actually lose because of that Tapu Koko. Let's see, if we Psychic here, then he brings out the Tapu Koko, and I guess his Thunderbolts a few times and wins. Yeah. I don't see how we win right now. I'm honestly just going to click X, I think, because I don't think we have a way of winning with that Tapu Koko in the back. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because basically what would have happened is, had we Psychicked right there, we would have taken another Life Orb, been put into range of the Tapu Koko's Thunderbolt, and then he just brought it out twice and clicked Thunderbolt a few times. This looks like another interesting matchup right now. I'm going to lead off with Blastoise, because we do have a switch into the Tapu Koko and our Magearna. So yeah, that's going to be my game plan. He could lead off with Pinsir. That could be an interesting choice. Let's see what he does. He leads off with the Magearna, so he could Volt Switch right now. I'm honestly just going to throw off a Hydro Pump, because we saw how much it did in the previous match, even if he's Assault Vest. That does 60%, yeah. He goes for the Thunderbolt. Does a lot, but we can take it. And we just throw off another one. He does bring out the Greninja. That's an aggro play, in my opinion. And what I'll do right now is just bring out my Magearna. I'm not letting him get his Battle Bond, because if he gets his Battle Bond, he will outspeed my Tapu Koko. And that's probably Scarf. Or, yeah, that's probably Scarf Protean. So what I'll do here is just throw off a Flash Cannon. As he does switch in the Landorus on that, so... Not sure what type of Landorus he is. We can probably check. If we're Assault Vest Magearna against this Landorus right now. Can't type. If he's defensive, Flash Cannon should have done 44 to 52, so Flare Cannon should outspeed right now. We actually lived, but I really expected that to be defensive based on the damage, because that's actually really terrible, because now Ash Greninja is a big threat. I don't think I can stand right here. I'm going to Volt Switch out. He could try to Swords Dance, yeah, but that's honestly not too big of a deal, because I doubt he can... Did he OHKO my Landorus from full? Obviously we can't get the Intimidate off because of Hyper Cutter, but if he OHKOs my Landorus from full, I think we just lose. Actually no, we should be fine with Tapu Koko. He goes for the Frustration, does knock me out, but we're down him on, but we can go into our Tapu Koko here. I know it will live the hit at the +2 Quick Attack. So I honestly just want to go right for the Hidden Power Ice right now. He does bring out the Magearna, so interesting option. I'm just going to go... I know it's not Scarf, we saw that earlier, so I'm going to go right for the Thunderbolt and just get my knockout. The problem is we're running out of answers to the Zygarde, but if we can Quiver Dance up with our Volcarona, we can potentially win. This is probably Scarf. So what I'll do is just sack off my Magearna, I think. So let's go for the 1,000 Arrows and just knocks me out. But Lottie can come in now, and honestly just click Psychic. He does bring this out. Can we actually just straight up knock him out? So, last time we did 91. This time he's definitely getting his Battle Bond, I think. Assuming he goes for Dark Pulse. I'm gonna go switch out into my Tapu Koko right now. I already saw the what do you call it? The Protean. So I don't know why I keep on mentioning Battle Bond, but probably Scarf. So I'm gonna go out into my Volcarona. Goes for the Ice Beam. Doesn't freeze me, so that's great. What we'll do here is just, do we live the Quick Attack from Pinsir? Swords Dance against a Volcarona. Quiver Dance Sweeper return does that much. That does a lot, so I think what I have to do here is just go for my Fire Blast. As he does bring out these Zygardes, so Fire Blast into the Shattered Psyche might do enough. Alternatively, I could Quiver Dance up, but I don't think that's the play. I'm going to go right for the Shattered Psyche. He actually sacks the Pinsir, so get rid of that thing, but The only problem right now is Magirna. I mean, this thing just hits Hydro Pump, I think. We know it's Perdian, so Dark Pulse might come out. I could see Dark Pulse. I'm gonna go right for the Fire Blast. Goes for the Gunk Shot, over predicts, I think, and that does not knock me out if we connect. Obviously we wouldn't. Why would we? As now we just have to sack this Mon off. He connects both, but I can't connect the Fire Blast. We're gonna bring out this Mon, and we know he's Scarf, so what I have to do here is just go for the Psychic. That's not knocking me out. That's the Poison, obviously, but this game is just gonna come down to a Tapu Koko. No wait, he Scarf Zygarde, so I think he wins. Does he win with Scarf Zygarde right now? Goes for the Extreme Speed, so if Tapu Koko can come in here and connect an HP Ice, we might be fine. Scarf Extreme Speed, I doubt that kills my Blastoise too. Hidden Power might knock him out right here. Yeah, it's my play, I have no other play. We'll see what he wants to do. If he's Scarf, it'll come down to whether or not he is Scarf, so... Oh, he isn't Scarf, he just outspeeds, so... It's gonna come down to whether or not I can live, I guess 1,000 arrows right now. I'm just gonna go right for the Ice Beam. He went for the Extreme Speed, and actually does 36. Was that a roll? I think that might have been a roll. Unless he was Banded Zygarde? If he was Banded, that did, 20... What? Oh, that's HP. We have HP investment on this. So, let's get rid of all that HP. Extreme Speed did 34 to 40. If he was Banded, if he was Scarf, then judging from that damage, he probably wouldn't have knocked me out at all. Let's see. No, let's see right here. Offensive. What is the choice Scarf set? I guess it's just this. Extreme Speeded, yeah, we would have lived. So, alright guys, I'm back. I had to quickly go check on something at the door, but this live's been 22 minutes, so I'm just going to try to get one more. I like to keep them around 30 minutes, so I'm hoping we can end it off on a win, because I think we're 1-2 with this team right now. We won the first one, and then we lost the latter two, so yeah. This team is absolutely dominated by Mega Blastoise, except for the fact that he has that Metacam, which can just fake out into high jump kick me, which is really annoying. I'm honestly thinking about leading off my Landorus for the Intimidate, and then hard switching out into my Blastoise. The problem is we don't want to take a high jump kick anyway, or a fake out. So I'm going to lead off with my Tapu Koko right here. It honestly doesn't have a bad lead out matchup against anything. We can U-turn out on the Darmanitan. Well, actually, I'll probably hard switch because I don't want to get OHKO'd by like a random Scarf Flare Blitz. And if he leads off with the Rotom, we can just U-turn out on that. U-turn out on the Magirna. I don't want to take a Rocky Helmet and Iron Barb's damage from the Ferrothorn if he wants to try that, so I'm probably just going to hard switch out on that. And then Metacam is the big issue. If he goes into Metacam, I'm just going to stay and take the fake out and then follow it up with my own Thunderbolt, which will OHKO him. And he doesn't have the best responses. Alternatively, I could U-turn out after that just to get the momentum, but if he goes out into the Ferrothorn, for example, I don't want to take all that damage, so... definitely expecting a Metacam lead on his part. If he leads off with anything else, I would honestly consider that a mistake because Mega Blastoise destroys them. He does lead off with the Darmanitan, so like I said, I'm hard switching out into my Landorus right now. I'm not risking him being Scarf and just going for Flare Blitz. As he goes out into the Ferrothorn, so this is alright. He's probably going to get up his rocks or throw off a Leech Seed right now. I'm going to go for my own rocks, and then I'm going to switch out into my... He's going to get up his rocks, so I will have to defog those if I want Volcarona to do anything. But the problem is he has fake out pressure, so I don't know if I should actually be doing that. I'm just going to U-turn out right now, as he does bring out this, so potential Scarf damage. I'm honestly thinking about just going out into my Latios, because his best response to this is probably the Magirna. I'm just going to HP Fire here, expecting his Magirna, as he's actually probably Volt Switched out. So, no, he actually Pain Splitted, so... he could expect... He saw the Life Orb, so I'm clicking Draco now, I don't care. If he has Spit F, then he might live. Yeah, he does live, and he probably went for the Pain Split again. No, he Volt Switched, so we got that right, at least. So, Rotom cannot switch into Rocks anymore. Kind of makes me not want to defog them away. Right here, he could got into the Metacam, but he actually brings out the Magirna. So, probably Shift Gear, I had to guess. I'm just gonna go out into my own gear now. Because I don't see how he can touch it. He does go for the shift gear, so we can just hit and power fire. Actually, Flash Cannon does the same amount, and it does have the potential drops. All-out pummeling should not do a lot. Yeah, that does nothing. And we can just throw off a Flash Cannon. Do more to him than he did with his Z moves, so he's going to throw off the Flash Cannon, do not do a lot. As what I'll do is follow it up with an HP Fire right now, in case he wants to randomly switch out. So the only problem with that exchange was we're extremely weak to his Rotom right now. But Rotom is so weak, I don't even see it being that big of a threat. He could bring out his Metacam right now and just go for Fake Out into High Jump Kick. The fact that he did Sweemy switch up moves could be a little bit problematic, but he does bring out the Darmanitan. We do still have a full health Landorus, but I'm honestly thinking about just letting my Mon here go down. But no, that's not smart because it's another check to the Ferrothorn. So we're going to go down to our Landorus right now. He could U-turn out, but that'll just be taking a ton of Rocky Helmet damage. Goes for the Flare Blitz, does a lot. Probably he just takes Rocky Helmet and Recoil. So this is going to give me my Blastoise now. I'm expecting him to be Scarf. I just want to go for it again. See how we do good? Oh my god, why? My play could have been questionable, but the fact that he crit me right there is just so bad. We'll just Dark Pulse. Should knock me out, yeah. And now he even gets another hit off. So I have to sack off my Landorus now too. Yep, we have to go for Earthquake. Should go down to Rocky Helmet. He doesn't even go down to Rocky Helmet. Okay, he does go down to the Recoil though. Oh, that's so annoying. It's not the end of the world though. We can go out into our Tapu Koko. Goes out into the Tapu Bulu. What we'll do is just U-turn out right now. If he is Scarf, then yeah, you got me, but that crit on my Blastoise might cost me the game. He goes for the Wood Hammer. We live it, but we get that hit off. We know he's Scarf, so I think Volcarona just comes out. And do we take this? We should take it because we do resist it a lot, but he should sack off his Rotom. Or just go for this again. I'm just going to go right for the Psychic. We should live. Yeah, we take that fine, and this should knock him out. We don't knock him out, so now he's forced into the Metacam, which I'm just staying in here. That's my play. I'm going for the Psychic Z move. If we can win a Speed tie, then that would be great. Goes for the Thunder Punch and knocks me out. But this gives me my Tapu Koko can't even switch in anymore. So I'm forced into my Lottie. And I honestly don't even know if it's worth healing up my Tapu Koko. I'm just going to go for the Psychic. As he brings out the Ferrothorn. So we got off damage on that. The problem is I think he just wins with his Metacam. I think what I have to do is defog and then sack. Yeah, so we'll try that, hoping he doesn't have like a Gyro Ball. Just go for the Gyro Ball, so that's definitely game. We'll go out into this here and just click HP Fire, because why not? Should doesn't even knock him out, okay. We actually live, so maybe something can happen, but I'll just go for the Gyro Ball again. But his play is definitely go Metacam here, go for the Zen Headbutt. I mean, we could always bank on a miss, but he has to Thunder Punch, so his play is sack this, go into Rotom, and then fake me out. If he doesn't have Fake Out, then I guess we win, but he goes for the Thunder Punch, definitely expecting Fake Out, or at least Bullet Punch. He does bring this out, so what we'll do is go for the Thunderbolt. And then we're going to end up going down to the Fake Out right here. So crit on my Blastoise definitely sucked because that could have been clutch late game. If he doesn't have Fake Out, then maybe we win, but he has Fake Out. And I know he has Fake Out. Yep, there's the Fake Out. So that's unfortunately going to be a 1-3 live right there. Definitely not how I wanted to end it off, but a lot of them were really close. I'm pretty sure 2 of our losses were 1-0. And the third one we just ended up forfeiting, but it could have been a lot closer. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I'll probably have another live before my WPL match this Sunday. Probably featuring something like Chandelure or another fun mon that I want to use. So I'll see you guys for that. Definitely be sure to subscribe down below if you enjoyed the live and don't want to miss any content. It's the first link in the description, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.